Yeah, thanks, Shoops. Good evening to members of the media. Yeah, not a lot to say. I think we played very well in the first half. We were actually very, very good in the first half, in my opinion. And a bit unfortunate to go into the halftime break at 1-0. Good fluidity, good movements, good organizational forms, good rest defense against a very technical midfield. You could see normally they start with Sbu, but they had Lucky Mahomi starting as a 6, and you could see they wanted to be a bit more on the ball, and they caused us a lot of problems when they were on the ball. But our high press was good. Gaston, Allende, Mshishi, even when we got to engage Pitso and Mtobi and Debs a little bit closer to that, we won a lot of balls close to the box, and yeah, should have been a little bit more aggressive and ruthless with better decision making around the box. And then the second half was not so good. It doesn't give a very good feeling, but a lot of factors that can be attributed to that. So, yeah. No, Gary, today it's no one wants to know any. Yeah. Good evening, sir. Thank you, Ships. Okay. We haven't seen Shadilile for the past few days. What's the situation? We will update you. He's got a little bit of a bit of a complicated situation, and we are trying to see various specialists and get different opinions. So anything that I say will be just based on suspicion and not factual. So let's wait a little bit, and I think the club will give an update. But at the moment, unavailable, because there's a bit of a complication with Peter. When I say complication, I mean muscular, nothing else, not just muscular. So let's wait. We're trying to get different opinions, different feedback from different specialists, and the club will give proper feedback. Yeah.
Coach,
sure, no.
In midfield, you seem to, a lot of your players are raising their hands. I thought Mtobi was fantastic in the 6th.
Very good.
And Spelele.
Very good.
As well. And also you have Lebo Mabue coming back into the mix. You still have your Neoma, who you speak very highly of. Does that, like, leading, we know there's going to be a World Cup break in the next coming matches that are remaining. Does that give you a selection headache?
Yeah.
Or is that the type of headache that you like?
Yeah, no, true. Look, and sometimes it's a pity because Mtobi is not the type of player to play with a yellow, because then he's on the edge. And with that type of performance, he deserves to probably play 90. But the performance was very good, and with Mtobi you get your heart, you get his heart, you get his soul. He gives everything on the pitch, and Pitso was very good today. Not just on developing the play today, but also with runs into the box, which is something that we've been a bit critical of. And he took his goal very, very well. He arrived in the box at the right time, but he was also involved in the build-up of that goal, and that was actually a typical Diamond goal, because it doesn't go to the sides. If it goes to the sides, it goes into the half spaces, and then you find an extra pass with a combination with your 8s and maybe your 6, and then you develop it with good movements from the 10s and the 9s. And but I think collectively collectively as a team today, I thought we were very good in the first half, and then I think in the second half, apart from maybe Grant and maybe even Rushin, we took a little bit our foot off the pedal. We lost a little bit of dominance, and we lost a bit of control. And then when we play, we're not a team built for that type of performance. We don't have first the players for that, and we don't train for that. So we will analyze, we'll check, we'll speak to the players also and find out, because sometimes also maybe even on us, the coaches, we also like to refresh the team. We like to bring in fresh legs and maybe also build the capacity of players like Lebo, Hashim, because we're still going to need them. It's going to be a long season. But sometimes it is at the expense of rhythm. And that's what we lost in the second half. But okay, good. You'll have games like this. But I thought the first half was probably our best performance this season. From a structural perspective, tactically, ball mobility, good rest defense, recuperating the ball also faster. I thought we were very good.
Coach, as a follow-up to Anna's question on Shalulile, is there an indication of how long he's going to be out, or is it too soon to say?
Yeah, too soon to say. As I said, well, not maybe too soon to say, but anything I say on Peter at the moment will just be mere speculation, because proper diagnosis of the situation needs to be taken place, and then we will know what the way forward is.
Coach, congratulations on the result.
Thank you, Kens.
You just spoke now on recoveries, and I think it's one of the highlights of the first half for me. Even the goal, I think it came from goal recovery of Peter's performance. At least 3 interceptions, if my memory serves me well. What added to this extra bite that the team showed in the first half, and the extra edge?
I'd love to tell you that I know, but some games are like this. My only thinking would be a bit of freshness. I think we looked a lot fresher. Shishi looked fresher. Debza looked fresher. Toby looked good. Alende Gaston looked good and fresher. So my thinking would be that we looked a lot fresher today. So now it's just to recover the bodies, drink lots of fluid, lots of sleep, speak to the players tomorrow morning about the performance today, go through the video clips, and try to we have to improve. We know we have to improve. Even if we had played the same way in the second half as we played in the first half, we would still be talking that we have to improve. We have to improve. And the only way to improve is to better our best already. If we have a certain level now of that type of performance, champions in the Champions League, in certain moments we were good. First leg and second leg. Against Pirates, we were good in certain moments, especially I think in the second half. I thought we were very, very good tactically. So now we just have to improve. We just have to get better and better and better. We have the players for that. We just have to knuckle down now and just a bit of narrow focus, and not too much noise around the team, and try to improve the performances.
Coach, Maxwell Daily Sun. I'm disappointed that you couldn't score obviously a lot of goals, considering that you managed to score an avalanche of goals in the CAF Champions League.
No. Dance teams are very difficult. They fight. They play football. They don't give you the ball. I mean, what were the possession stats? Maybe 53%. Maybe we just slightly edged it. Maybe. and La Paz is 99%. So it's chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese. The league is a very difficult league. They've got some very good players on the pitch. Otladisa is a very good player. They put in Sbu for Lucky. These are former Sundowns players. You don't play for Sundowns if you don't have a certain level of quality. And in this league, you score one and you win, you should be happy. But of course, we have a certain benchmark and a certain standard because we are Mamelodi Sundowns. You know, we are never satisfied. We want to be better and better and better. And so, I know you can't compare teams and competitions at this present moment in time. What you have to do is try to keep improving, but also try to still keep winning, because that gives confidence to not just to the team, but to the club and the people around the team and to the supporters. And so today was important for us to win, because we haven't been on the league program, and everyone else has been playing, and maybe not a lot of distance was created between us and the other teams. And so it was very, very important for us to win today. But at Sundowns, it's not just to win. There's a certain expectation on how you want to perform so that you can win. Because if you put the cart before the horse, when your performances are not good enough to be worthy of results, you're going to have problems. So it's always a microscopic focus on the performance. Make sure the performance is strong. Make sure the performance is good, and try to. But today we created a lot more chances than the last couple of games, especially the first half. So quietly content, not overly excited. Quietly content. It gives you a lot of things to work on and to improve.
We'll have the last two questions.
Coach, looking at the bigger picture now, the Champions League is approaching. Where is this group at? I don't know, in terms of percentages or whatever, to go to the group stages and really mount a serious challenge there?
Still too early to say, Mahlatsi. The Champions League is such a. I mean, look at the last 2 years. Last season undefeated in the group stages. The season before, only one defeat. Do you know what I mean? So once you get to the group stages, it's a completely different competition. It takes a league format, so you've got to calculate the number of points that you need and try to get the business done. And then try to get the business on. The first objective for us now is get enough points to qualify. And as soon as we know that we have qualified, then the next objective is to finish first. And then you try to work your way through, because after that is you have to see who number one, number two is in the opposite group, what it entails in terms of traveling. Do you want to play the first leg, second leg? So you try to map a journey forward. The interesting thing is, when we did win Champions League, we finished, I think, second, and I stand to be corrected. And the last couple of years, we finished first. So that also is a detail that we are playing around with in our heads, you know, because as much as you need luck, but you also need a lot of preparation and a lot of attention to detail to win the Champions League. But first things first now is a little bit of focus on the two competitions, and you park the Champions League agenda and try to get yourself into the final of the MTN 8, and then continue to improve the performances and the accumulation of points in the league, and so that you go into the World Cup break with a very healthy situation where you've ticked your boxes, and the team is in a space where we feel we can get to May and bring home the trophies, because no trophy has ever been won in October, and we know that, and so we have to build ourselves up for May. And that's the most important thing. Of course, there is that immediate focus for the MTN 8, which is a trophy we want to defend, and is a trophy that we won last season. But we've got to be worthy of defending that. And to be worthy of defending that means you have to give good performances. You've got to fight against a very strong opposition on Saturday, and give it the respect that it deserves, because it's also a very, very tricky one, and it's got its own permutations. And but we trust the boys. We work very, very hard in this team with the coaches and the club's management. So we will definitely be ready for Saturday. But for now, as I said, is just have a meal together, drink lots of water, get good sleep. Come in tomorrow for video analysis and regen, and then it's preparation for the next one. Thanks, Tisetso.
Just so to be clear, Coach, it sounds, from what you said, it sounds like he has not been training. Is he out for Saturday's
game? As I said, whatever I say about Peter now will be just mere speculation, because we don't really know what the situation is. But we hope Peter is available. So.